when you wanted to go for certain plays and stuff. Ooh, Scout Mirror. Triple Ranger's Resolve means we win the Scout Mirror too, yeah? We get to attack on odds. So do we just keep MF and Quinn? Or if we keep both of these, we fall too far behind on board and lose. What do you mean by game designer's game? Or do you mean game designers will like this? Yeah. Like, a game designer would really like Crossmaga, I think. Because of the way that it kind of functions. You won an exclusive emote by making second in a fan art contest? Oh, damn. Our hand is bad. Yeah. So I can trade into the 1-1 to keep my 3-1 alive, to keep this alive as a 3-1. Alternatively, I trade into the 2-2, which keeps these in play so that they're just going to chump block Misfortune anyway. So if I do it like this, I can keep this 3-1 alive and have it attack along with the Misfortune instead. Okay. Because this game really isn't about the damage, it's about the board control. So I need to get maximum value out of all of my units. Mirai Warden. So I can attack like this, and they can only block here with the Penitent Squire, which I think is fine. Because we have to try to, like, bully their board down. And then when they swing on me, I can block the Protoporo, or the Protoporo, because Ranger's Resolve protects my Misfortune, or probably block the 2-1. Gotta get rid of this Protoporo, I think it's extra damage. It's essentially a 2-1, for all intents and purposes. Fortunately, our curve is starting to even out with Vanguard Sergeant. My opponent's a little bit favored because they're attacking on evens, so I don't get to do Cithria the Bold. This is gonna be rough if they have Sharp Sight. Okay, no. Cool. So Ranger's Resolve protects. Beautiful. So, as I said, we are taking a lot of damage because our early setup was way too terrible. But now we are kind of climbing back into the game here. And then we just got Cithria into Cithria, so I think we win. They have to hit, like, Quinn into Golden Aegis, I think, to take the board back from us, because these 2-1s just don't do anything without Sculptor. And they didn't hit Misfortune, which really, really matters in the mirror match, obviously. They also showed us they're playing Penitent Squire. One of their cards is Tattered Banner. Did they use it already? No, they whiffed on the Penitent Squire. The Tattered Banner would be face up. Yo, they got the flight? Okay. That's actually not that bad. So I can pull like this to kill the Island Navigator. Attack with everything else, because nothing can block. They would need to have Sharp Sight or Ranger's Resolve, and we have double Sharp Sight, so I can attack like this. Why are people playing Scouts to the meta swing while I wasn't playing? What? No, Scouts have been ridiculous for, like, a while. And they just still are. In the last patch, when they added Galio, they added, in the last, like, you know, expansion, they added Galio, and then they added Petrosite, Broadwing, and Sculptor, and just immediately slotted into this deck, and it stopped being good. But no one was playing it. I think the play rate for it was pretty high, all things considered. Quinn is a little bit better for me. I keep a wider board in case they have development into Rally after that Scout flight, rather than just playing Cithria. Undying was the card they got off of the Warden's Prey. Okay, I think we're good now. And you can see, like, you know, things are starting to swing back in my favor. Everyone was playing Sundisk last time I climbed. Well, that's because Sundisk was like the new hotness. And it had like a crazy spiked win rate when the patch first dropped. And nobody was like prepared to deal with it. And now we're in the position where everybody's like, you know what's really good still? Scouts. And you know what else is really good still? Yordles and Arms. So we're getting back into that, like, metric of people are eventually going back to the older decks. Okay, so they've got the Golden Aegis. And like I said, playing Quinn, like, offsets the effectiveness of their scout attack here. And if I had Ranger's Resolve, they get absolutely blown out of the water.
You're easy to track.
I'm saving 1 HP. I guess I might as well. Yeah, the Golden Aegis was very desperate. So we can play Cytherea. None of these can block Fearsome. If they have their own Cytherea, she gets pulled by Broadwing. Oh, Genevieve! Okay. Nice, nice. This still can't block, though. So let's see. We attack. Do we scout attack first? Because of misfortune. We've got Golden Aegis, though. So it's better to just go ham with everything. Right? And then we just pull you and you. You'd swing once with Valor? To be honest, I didn't look at the math there, but turns out there was nothing they could do to avoid the lethal. It's all about just bullying and forcing your opponent to trade. You don't care about answering their backline. Oh, they could have had health potion. Oh wow, this is a great setup for me. Same with Shadow Isles. I see Shadow Isles and I think they have Ruination in hand every time. Sometimes it's difficult to say whether or not there is the threat of Ruination or not, because most Shadow Isles decks could run it. Field Promotion Rumble was okay-ish. That's true. It's just that the 2 mana investment, like, in a tempo deck, is pretty hard to fathom sometimes. So they could have a Ping or Mystic Shot or something. Nope, they're just going to let me get that trade. Cool. So instead of developing Misfortune, we pass. Oh no. I didn't think that they were going to call me out like that. Their hand must be very bad if they're going for an Ezreal line like that. So we have... Now, here's the thing. Against Ionia PNZ, your open attacks never look as good as they seem. You have to develop. Because if they like Mystic Shot or whatever, or they Concussive Palm, you're still feeling pretty good. There's Mystic Shot. And again, triple Ranger's Resolve. If I had Ranger's Resolve, we'd be popping. I'm gonna let this Mystic through. Because if I Sharp Sight the Bright Seal Protector, and then they pivot to like get excited for the Misfortune, then I'm not feeling really good about myself. Then you need to cast one more spell to get a thing off of Eye of the Dragon. And it's Time Trick. Very nice. And now we float this 2 mana and we have the Sharp Sight for whenever we need it. 1 attack on Misfortune. We got Quinn coming up. I'm literally waiting for Ranger's Resolve. Scouts was the original deck that bullied Karma Ezreal out of the tournament scene. Because Ranger's Resolve made it so that Static Shock was just a 4 mana no-go, like bad play. I do not mind them healing for 2. You could try to high roll them, Make It Rain if you wanted, but I'm just gonna go in. And they have the double Eye of the Dragon, which is really scary, but they have to keep spending mana in order to proc it. Thermo. I'll take the Sharp Sight here. Because now I can use Valor and Fleet Feather Tracker to ignore the Dragon Links thanks to her effect.
Still heart, steady aim.
So we'll Scout Attack like this. What I hate the most is mulliganing something to draw it again. Yeah. In Duelist, they made it so that when you mulliganed, you could still draw the same card you mulliganed away, but when you replaced, you were guaranteed to get a different card, which was nice. Aw, man. If only we had Ranger's Resolve. Mulligan is just you shuffle the cards back into your deck and then draw new ones to try to fix your opening hand and get, like, the cards that you're looking for.
Scouting ahead.
You better Darius emote me, punk.
Ready yourself.
And then in Duelist, when you replace a card, you're taking that card and you're choosing to get a different one. You can replace once per turn, because the maximum hand size in Duelist... I guess we Golden Aegis the Fleet Feather Tracker, because they don't have Deny here. We have Sharp Sight to protect anything from Mystic Shot. The decks were really consistent, yeah. And the thing, too, is that Duelist was such a tempo-oriented game. Quinn is better to Aegis? No. If I'm going for a scout attack, yes. But I'm just going to Golden Aegis and kill them. I had the perfect hand, but... I know. Let the salt run through you. But like I said, Scouts was... This is an ancient matchup. Scouts versus Karma Ezreal, and Scouts, like, wins that matchup, like, 80% of the time. One Range Resolve auto wins that matchup if played the first 3 to 5 turns. That's what I'm saying, Excel. I'm one of the people who hates Range Resolve the most, and so I understand how broken it is for just putting you on the path to victory. So we did lose this. No, we won that game, the other Pantheon Yuumi game, even though they had Judgment. This is a very tempting hand to keep and just count to 6. I'll keep Island Navigator and Misfortune. Oh, I guess I am keeping Quinn. But I was thinking to myself, if I can get Sculptor on top of this, it would just be completely broken. So I am probably not going to attack this turn. So I'm going to play Fleet Feather Tracker instead. Cytheria doesn't work in this matchup? Yeah, exactly. I've been playing a bit of Duelist lately on the web browser remake, and the mulligan each turn is so nice. I'm definitely going to play more of the browser Duelist. I could play Misfortune. The next turn, we have Broadwing Protector. So it's a little bit better to play on curve rather than underplaying and floating that mana, because we have 2 4-drops to make 4. Island Navigator might actually be a bit better than that.
You've been following me?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, they're going to get bullied. If I go for Island Navigator... No, Broadwing Protector is better. Cataclysm's fine.
I'll be damned. My shield is yours.
In this matchup, the only 6 mana card is 4 Demacia. Got you. I want the Duelist browser version, and potentially the other, like, Duelist project, the Duelist remake project or whatever, to eventually get the decks I want to play. I want to play Vespers and Oath of the Nematon, my old, like, Control Magmar and stuff like that. So I think we are actually, like, super winning now. Because this is a threat, but it doesn't have, like, Overwhelm on it yet. And they have to, like, keep hitting Cataclysm.
We Demacians are no easy prey.
Yeah. It makes for a very interesting, like, pocket meta, where it's kind of like you're playing some kind of weird, like, Duelist cube draft. All right, Mountain Goat. Good luck to you.
Demacian needs heroes.
That's quite the 2-drop. I know. I'm actually quaking in my boots right now. Is this a 2-2-2 spread? 3 Yuumi, 2 Pantheon, 1 Taric? So
Scouting ahead.
we can scout attack like this. And then they attack me, and then I chump block, and then I blinding assault, and then I attack them again. And that's 5. They go down to 12. Then they go down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so it's lethal. We just do this.
We're gonna find our Yordle book.
We win if we attack with everything, or do we have to scout attack? I think we have to scout attack. Because this thing doesn't have... If this had Overwhelm, we lose, but it doesn't, so we win. Hearthstone lethal, baby.
It's our time to shine, Valor.
We're doing good, Droxsaint. I played some Echo Zillion, and I was like... My brain is too small, apparently, for that deck.
Steady aim.
But now we're playing Scouts, and this is the freest deck I've ever climbed with. Next to Lurk, I don't think I've ever had a deck pop off so hard for me. When I was climbing with Lurk last season, that was so fun. I'm really happy that everybody like tuned in to watch me play like nearly 50 games of Lurk on stream. It just like skyrocket to Masters.